not as an orphan. For 7.5 years in this state, we have fought together like orphans. Today, our Papa Day here. That is why we must do Nyanga, and I'm going to do Nyanga, because from 000, we wipe them out of all the wards, councillors. We wiped them out of the local government. We took over Edo State, and then we liquidated them at the federal level. Rely only on one weapon, the PVC. Woman, one woman, and the rest is history. So, Mr. President, that is why I'm trying to learn how to dance, because I am in the right mood right now. Let me appreciate our national chairman, who himself was not only a former permanent secretary, he has had the opportunity of wrestling against the very forces that are still trying to refuse to accept their death. He defeated them and became a governor of this state, and today the national chairman of our great party. Oyegu Watokpae. Let me appreciate all my brother governors. When you have a collection like this, why we no go do Nyanga? Everything is going in our favor. I can see everything turning around, everything turning around, everything turning around for our good. Let me appreciate senators. I hear in the word of Senate, once a senator, always a senator. Therefore, there is no current, there is no past senator. So, senators, you are welcome. Let me appreciate all our party leaders and all the honorable ministers, including the host minister, the Minister of Medicine, and of course, let me appreciate my captain as well. Let me appreciate all those who have traveled from far and wide, and in particular our youth. Like we say, you know our president is a seasoned general. So when I describe you the youth, as the political infantry division of the APC, he understands what I'm talking about. Great Edo youth, great Edo youth, of the greatest of the greatest of the greatest Edo youth. Let me appreciate the Edo woman, great Edo women, no women, Edo Kweki, Oba Tokpae, Edo Kweki, no woman, no nation, no woman, no man, no miliki. This rain will not come. Allow me, Mr. President, to welcome you again to our great state. You are not a stranger to this state. You have been here before, and you will come again. And it's always a delight to have the honor and the privilege of playing host to a man that combines integrity, even in the heart of the most critical segment of international community. And I think that is the point that Godomi Godo tried to make. that under your leadership, Nigeria has a leader. The world appreciates that we have a leader. You stand with courage, with integrity, with honor and respect everywhere you go. And for me as a Nigerian, I am proud of that. Like a comrade once told me in South Africa, when everybody was lamenting what was going on in their country, as trade unionists, everybody has a story to tell about dictators, about abuse, about corruption. Then there was this one man from South African trade union. He said, comrades, I have heard what all of you are saying. We too in South Africa, we have problem. But one thing where we are different, under Mandela, this union man who was the general secretary of COSATU said, at least my own president is not a thief. That was what the man said then, under Mandela, but I couldn't say so. But today, I can reply to him. If I were to find myself in the same room, we can talk about all the imperfections in our environment, but I will be able to say, my president is not a thief. And I will go on to say, my president is a catcher of thieves. And I will go on to say, when thieves hear boo, before you say hurry, they are running. Are you not happy about that? That is the beginning. You need leaders that can inspire you, to give you confidence, and above all, to reconnect the Nigerian, to restore relationship between effort and reward. Never again will our country produce millionaires and billionaires without office address. So, Mr. President, we thank you, we appreciate you, and we know that with you, Nigeria will regain its greatness. But the business of today is not about our president. We have an applicant to serve, and I'm very proud to identify with him. No, just hold this broom first, help me. Problem of lefty. No, don't worry, the laborer must sweat. Yes. Mr. President, there are two issues in this election. And now I need you to listen very, very attentively. This campaign is not an entertainment thing. We have many candidates, but only two. Our own candidate and a candidate of one of the factions of the other party. And the good news, or the good thing, is that the two parties have had opportunity to preside over the affairs of Edo State. Between 1999 and November 11, 2008, PDP was in charge. And their own candidate now, my very dear friend, you know, you have to have all characters of friends. My very dear friend, Yamu, was the secretary to that government. Then you sat there with your votes and brought me in. And I brought Godwin in. I brought Godwin in exactly the same way as the former governor, Lucky Benedio, brought in Yamu. And that is why this contest is not between strangers. It's contest between two parties you know and two candidates that have functioned in the two governments that have governed you. There is a saying, APC! Because today is a day for final statement, and I don't want people to blow this year or whatever. Entertainment is over. On Sunday, September 11, when the result will be announced from the churches and mosques